Okay, before you start watching this, I'm just gonna explain that this is the pedal from an organ, like a home organ, that I took and like removed. Like these used to be two Yamaha organs. This is one of the cabinets from one of them that I turned into like a rotary speaker cabinet thingy. It's also a work in progress, but yeah, back to these. So these are organ pedals combined with MIDI controllers, like old school vintage MIDI controllers that has like MIDI outputs. So yeah, it's essentially a MIDI controller with organ pedals. That's all it does. Nothing more, nothing less. And if you don't know what a MIDI cable is, it's like control signal cable for instruments. It does not send audio at all. It just deals with note information and like control information and program information. It's like pretty interesting nerd stuff, but not everybody like grasps it. But basically all studio gear uses it. Or if it doesn't use MIDI, it's lame, first of all, and it's probably like weird, modern, or quirky. But yeah, I love MIDI, and all my stuff use MIDI, so I love these, and that's why I made them. And the organs weren't really helping me out in my studio, and they had a lot of cool parts, and didn't have the space for them, so they ended up like this. But at least I didn't throw them in the garbage. I could have. I got those organs for free. And I got the MIDI controllers for like $5 each. Probably not even. They were so cheap and like beat up and had like cigarettes fucking put out on them. And like, you know how fucking people treat the cheapest MIDI controllers. Yeah. These are like really cheap ones too. And yeah. The metal part is from fuck, I can't remember what it's called. A washing machine? Something like that. It's like, yeah, it's like appliances, electronics, some sort of like thing. I took off the panels and then I just angle grinded the sides, and you can see it looks great. Yeah. I angle grinded the sides, and to get the bend, I like halfway cut it and then I bent it. So it's not like I bent it with any like tool or anything. I just did that by hand, and I scored the backside of it. And this one I cut a little bit too hard, so I had to like epoxy the backside. There's no holes, but it was a little bit weak, and I don't want the thing to be weak. So, but yeah, it turns out to be like solid as heck when you like attach everything. But I haven't gotten that far because I have to make the side panels with like proper metal, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna try and attach them with screws or like do epoxy or some stuff like that. It's gonna be like sleek, just keep the look and go like that. Shoop. Yeah. And this one's a little bit taller, a little bit bigger. It has velocity sensitivity. Yeah, just a quirky boy. And also it has a volume slider, if you didn't see. That's also a little bit cool. I used like a big pot from a mixer. And yeah, I guess that's also a little bit of a work in progress, because when the wall comes in, it will be like seated, and yeah. But as you can see, everything fits, so it's fine. It should be easy to just install the wall. Yeah. Still a work in progress, but so far it works. And I can use them in the studio now. I couldn't earlier, before I did this, because they were like, yeah, you saw you'll see. They're like ratty and made of wood and cables sticking everywhere. And I also used like a label maker to label stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do more logos or whatever, but I don't really care. So far it works. And this one is gonna get like a control box. I talk about that a little bit in the video. But yeah, stay tuned to see what I like, how they look inside, and like a little bit more of my stupid commentary that goes nowhere. All right, bye. Here's what they look like when I did the like finishing details, I guess. And there's still some stuff I need to do. The sides are still, they're like that. I'm not sure how to explain, they're still open. So I need to make like side panels. But I wanted to test to see like if I wanna do some more on the top panel, or if I want to keep it sleek. And also like this one I wanted to number because it's connected to the SP808. So I made the numbers correspond with the thingies, so you can see which keys are the black ones and which keys are the white ones. And the blue one goes into the Phantom, which is this rack, and it plays like a bass. Yeah, so you can play with your feet if you want, but that's not what I do with this. I usually use this for drums, and the drums are on the Phantom, and what I do is I go into the rhythm mode. Hang with me. Rock, cat, do this, and then, yeah, so if I press different keys, different rhythms will play. And then if I press the blue keys, it will stop. So I can have like a calm one at the first, like the C. And then I can like get a little bit more advanced or change like rhythm. And then tempo is a little bit off. Turn a little bit down too, maybe a little bit loud. Now the RX5 is playing, so this is the drums. The drums are going, this is controlling that, and that is controlling this, and this is going into this on all the parts and being mixed. And then see, there's different beats. So that's pretty much that. And I need to practice that. It's not like the stuff I'm used to, but it's definitely useful. And this one especially works pretty well, but you have to set up the loops right. I'll give you like a little bit of a view on the back. So this one has a USB port. I didn't do that for the other one because I don't really need the USB port on both of them. And this one is sort of a little bit lighter, a little bit sleeker. You can see it's a fair bit thinner on the actual part. Like this part is thin on this one, and it's thick on that one. You see there's power, like off and on switch right there. Same here. And like the hole is pretty dang clean, even though I cut it by hand without actual proper fucking bits and stuff. But yeah, that looks great. You can't complain about that. Come on, it's so fucking practical, brother. Well, I'm tired as hell, so that's gonna be the I guess the second video, or like the yeah, my second video about MIDI bass pedals. So yeah. It's the MK2 or 3. I can't fucking remember. I just finished that, and I'm gonna do that to this. Probably do some pretty beautiful painting and stuff. Not sure what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna be awesome. And it's gonna be smaller, I think. More compact. Different action. Better wood. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna work on it. Okay, I guess this is some sort of part 2 for the video I did like a year ago. So this is the second one. That's the first one. And I can sort of show what's going on. So there used to be some control stuff here that I removed. This is the volume pot. You can replace this with whatever pot you want and it still works. That's the screen. This is going to be mounted like that. This is going to be a little bit different because it has some control stuff. So it has like additional stuff. This, it's going to be in a separate box because I like stuff on the floor. I like when it's sort of clean, so you don't like step on a bunch of buttons and do a bunch of stuff. So I don't want to have like knobs and stuff on the actual thingy. I want to be able to disconnect it. And here's the PCB that everything connects to. On this one I didn't do velocity, so I connected 2 of the points together. I'm not completely sure the logic behind it, but you can see what I did. This is the ground spots, and these are the notes. And I just snapped the PCB, I think. You don't really need that much PCB to get 12 notes. And these switches are super simple. These can't do velocity either because they're like that. But they're smooth and they work nice. So yeah, I'm gonna do that sort of thing, but with a display and like a port for like a control box, I think. And I hope that's gonna be cool. And this is gonna get painted and sanded, and these are gonna get painted and sanded. I don't like the brown color. I want them to look like that's unfinished, but I want it to be like blue or purple or black, but not brown on the keys. I want black keys and some like color on these. But yeah, that's for another day, I guess. I'll keep working on this.